Technologic.
Marketing Tech Blog.
Technologic. Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, charge it, pawn it.
So some interesting stats for you before I start this off. Blue Kai did a survey, a study basically talking to marketing companies about data-driven marketing capabilities. And some of the interesting things that came out of it was email wasn't in the top 5 last year because social media was there and video and mobile and things like that. Email is back to the number 2 spot as far as what marketers are deeming as the most effective data-driven marketing that they can do. And I think it points a little bit to shiny things. Marketers jumped at the social media stuff and put all their eggs in that basket, and they forgot. They forgot that email was working. It's still, I believe, statistically the most profitable marketing, and that's why it's so expensive too out there. But email marketing is fantastic. People, if you have a website and you have a social presence and everything else, again, that's to draw people in. But sometimes you have to go get them, and sometimes that's with outbound sales and phone calls. But email is a really effective means of going and getting them.
If you have a good good email list, that's a loyalty factor that's tough to earn inside of social media.
And when someone gives you their email address, when someone gives you that, they're literally saying,
communicate with me.
I'm giving you permission to sell me stuff. And so a lot of online marketing as a whole, effectiveness is gauged by how many email addresses you have. Typically, if people don't care how many visitors you have to your website, how many views, how many downloads, how many likes, how many fans, how many followers, all of that's okay. But when you have their email address, that's deemed as cash in your pocket. That literally you have someone that is ready and willing to buy from you, and they're just waiting for the right offer, the right time, or the right message, to convert. So with that, we have really struggled with email, even with the Marketing Tech Blog, because we have so many followers. We have, we hit 100,000 subscribers on the blog, and so managing that was really expensive. It was, when we put out an email message, it was costing us, $500, to $1,000, depending on who we were utilizing, and one of our, we had a marketing automation, a very, very huge marketing automation company. They wanted to quadruple our rates because of how many people that we had in our database and things. And so it wasn't that the return on investment just wasn't there, and here we're sitting there we have a premium website on a premium host that we're paying, I think we're paying $249 a month for, which sounds a lot to people out there, but for the size of the volume of the traffic that we get, that's not that much. But then we're expected to pay thousands of dollars a month for our email. It just doesn't make sense, right? Everybody's coming to the website. So a couple of years ago, me and another guy, Adam Small, he owns Digital Home Info, a real estate marketing platform here in town. Tucker uses them quite a bit and do very well with it. He has marketing like video tours and text messaging and all of this stuff for real estate agents. And he has to keep it very affordable, for these real estate agents. And he was running into the same trouble with email vendors. It was just expensive. And then it was difficult. He's a programmer, so it was easy for him to integrate and everything else. But it was always the integration was always a second thought to those people. They had their own interface, and those interfaces are beautiful. If you go to ExactTarget or MailChimp or any of them, they have nice interfaces, constant contact to build your emails and send. The problem is that most people, that's learning another tool. So Adam and I started talking a couple of years ago, and we said, what if we just built this right within WordPress? Content management system. I think Matt just, the guy that started the company, the founder of the company, just said that 20% of the world's traffic goes to a WordPress site, which is incredible.
That's right.
Over 60 million downloads, I think. The latest version of it has had over 6.6 million downloads, just the latest version of WordPress. So WordPress is huge, and you guys, I know you guys utilize it for your sites. I utilize it for our sites, and so
it's the best game in town.
Yeah, so Adam and I really took a look at it, and we said, we could build an email service that just is for WordPress. Literally, that you don't have to log into another tool and spend a lot of money and everything else. We didn't have to hire, user interface developers to design a new, drag and drop cool interface and everything else. What if we just made it just like writing a blog post that you could just write an email? And so we started thinking about this about 2 years ago, and we started testing and going back and forth. At the same time, he was fine-tuning his servers for maximizing deliverability. Deliverability is basically the ability to get your email into an internet service provider. So people don't realize, but Google and Yahoo and AOL block a lot of email.
That's right.
And so he got these servers up and rolling and got them going great. And then we decided, let's build a WordPress plugin that literally looks and feels exactly like WordPress, but you can send email out. So instead of the publish button, it's send email, and it sends it out. And that's what we did. And so for the next 2 years, we sat and developed it. So last week, we were actually approved by WordPress. They did a code review with us. They kicked it back once, and we made some improvements, but CircuPress is now in the WordPress repository. So we're really proud of this. And the thing that we're most proud of is that the average business can start up with CircuPress for $4.95 a month. So they don't have to spend those hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. And I think our most expensive right now for sending out 100,000 emails a month is like $25. And so what we really want to do is just take down the pricing and really make this a seamless thing. We added a bunch of new features, which is, so obviously sending out an email is great, and there was already plugins to send email from WordPress. But this is CAN spam compliant. It actually has an unsubscribe link. It has it's measuring your click traffic and bounce rates and complaint rates and everything else. And you get all of that, those views right in your administration so that you can see how you're, just like your list of blog posts, you get a list of emails, the same exact grid. The columns are just bounced, this, that, the other. And then the greatest thing about this is that there's automated templates to send out daily or weekly. So if I subscribe to your blog on a daily basis, whenever you write, I'm going to get an email, that day that you wrote with what's in it. And then a weekly digest. So if you want to start a newsletter for your blog, now you can have a weekly newsletter going out. And we built the templates exactly like WordPress templates. So the templating is exactly the same. If you want to go modify a template, if you knew how to do it in WordPress, you can do it with CircuPress too. And then the really cool stuff is that, well, what if you have content embedded in your email that doesn't work, like a YouTube video, right?
Yeah.
If you email someone a YouTube video embedded in a blog post, it's blocked by about half of all email clients. Well, what we did was we built a service on the back end that goes out to YouTube and grabs a screenshot, squeezes a play button on it, and delivers that in the email instead.
Oh,
so
very cool.
Yeah, so now 100% of that is working. We've got YouTube done, Vimeo done, and SlideShare is being worked on right now. So SlideShare will probably be out this week or next week. But if you sign up now, you get 30 days free to try it out. We want people that are going to give us honest feedback on it. We know that we've got stuff that we got to fix up and clean and features that we should add. But you don't have to do any integration, anything to get started. Literally, you install the plugin, you sign up, you get a key, you put the key in the plugin, and you're up and you can send email that day. All the subscription forms are built so that they're widgetized, templatized, and short-coded. So you can put them anywhere you want. But I'd urge everybody, this is a pretty big deal. We think this is really taken off. We've got about 50 clients on board in the last 2 days. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah. So CircuPress, CircuPress.com.
Well, we're going to play with your toys.
Absolutely.
And you know what? We're gonna ride right along with you and see everything that you're evolving that service and that tool for, because it's absolutely the environment where things are starting to come together, as opposed to having different reporting tools, different communication tools. It's all centralizing, and these things have to play well with each other. And I mean, for the WordPress population that's out there, this is the first tool that's really in place to be able to broadcast to your subscribers inside of WordPress themselves, and cultivate all of that without having to be strung along by other third-party services. You know,
that's exactly it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And we want to keep it dirt cheap, you know.
For now.
No, we do. We that's the way we built the system.
Doug is no Google. That's the thing.
Exactly. We want to go the Amazon route.
Absolutely.
As costs go down, our costs will go down too.
Absolutely. Well, fantastic. And I can't wait to play with it. I really can't.
Sign up, CircuPress.com.
You're listening to Edge of the Web Radio with Aaron Sparks. We're online with exclusive podcasts, the latest web news, and links at edgeofthewebradio.com.